Hey everybody, welcome to Detroit by dark. Choose a tier at random. Absorb the tier. Absorb it. Into the ichor it goes. Which tier did we desorb? Which tier did we desorb and which tier did we absorb? Won't we? Won't we? Wrong screen. Wrong screen. Doxed yourself. Stupid. Here we go. Who's here? Want two people who never speak. Tokyo City, very, very pro-survivor. Too bad it's too late for you to declare. You're forced to become a guest on the show. You can't defend Earth. You cannot be a killer because you did not obey the rules. Over for us. We're through. We're done. There's no one here? Who's here? You know, every fan of the show, it's weird. They're all internet celebrities. I mean, we're super, like, we have Clearwater Chad, we got Mr. Blue Sky, we have King of All Diffs, we have, that's it. They're all internet, we're top heavy with talent, everybody. We're top heavy with talent, and that's a factual predicate. That's a factual predicate in America today. What's our random Earth? Where do we land? It's random. Boom shakalaka. There we are. I can tell you right now, I know what the nearest unexplored territory for the entity is, but we'll let you discover it on your own. The entity attacks. Flies through the air. I won't sing the song. Flies through the air with the greatest of ease, but just my mentioning it instills it in your main brain. Here we are. Yes, I'm a little on the three sheets to the sail. What do you want to do about it in America today? Here's where we land. We're a semi-mellifluous blob, about 10 miles in diameter. And purple means we've already sucked all the life out of it, claimed a treasure. Green means they've actually beat us. They survived us. But what we want is a place we've never encountered before, which would be this white territory right here, which is the final bit of Texas, West Dallas. West Texas Defense is its name. All the rest of Texas has been devoured. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Who's here? Top heavy with talent, ladies and gentlemen. Top heavy with talent. Yeah, we're talking about Dallas. We're talking about the comedy Mopthership in Austin. We're talking about San Antonio, Texas. This is the second week in a row Texas has been attacked by this cosmic C word. East Texas Defense is pitted against, well, we haven't gotten to that yet. Good luck, Texas, West Texas, fighting for your life in the entity attacks. What's our treasure? Our treasure is the Alamo. A small group of Texas defenders was besieged for 13 days by the Mexican army, led by General Antonio Lopez de Ray DeVito on the Texas defenders. You know what's interesting? This was in 1836. I didn't know this. All the Texas defenders were killed, and the reason why they say remember the Alamo, remember the Esquimos. Situation. What am I doing? I'm drunk. It became a symbol of resistance that inspired Texans to achieve independence from Mexico later that year. We suck the killer out of the brain. What are people afraid of? And what has killed many, many Texans? I'll tell you what's killed many Texans. And for some reason, the entity has decided to latch on to this. The Apache Indians. Nomadic, lived among completely off the buffalo. They dressed in buffalo skins, lived in tents made of tanned and greased hides, which they loaded onto dogs when they moved with the herds. The Apache Indians, they were one of the first to adapt to horses and horse combat. The Apaches quickly adapted to their use of horses. Spanish settlers and Pueblo Indians of New Mexico suffered heavy casualties from the Apache Indians. One of the most famous Apache Indians is Geronimo, who's pictured here. The Apaches were a powerful nature of mounted Indians who raided with impunity wherever they desired. And, okay, before I move on real quick, I have a message from the president. I don't get political, but the message from the president says, Indians, you're not allowed to call them that anymore. Nobody wants you to call them Indians except the Indians. Okay. But I think that they're actually now, they are to be known as commanders, right? The Washington Commanders. And I did that joke last week. I don't care. Doug Stanhope once laughed at it. What are we doing in America today? There's a 5% chance to survive, and they don't survive. This entity is devoured. This territory is devoured, ladies and gentlemen. But the very first thing it's going to do is take the Alamo, suck it into the ichor, and then Come on, help me out. It's going to suck all life. The 440 Texans who were supposed to defend their territory against the Apache Indians did not. Oh, come on, help me out here. What's going on? Oh, here we go. West Texas defense is corrupted forever. Goodbye. I look back. The entity doesn't care. The entity does not look back. Let me look at my notes. What did I miss with all that nonsense? I didn't have very much. I had like 2 guest hosts hanging out with me, and I took so long and got so faded doing pre-production that they just said, fuck you, and left. You know who you are. Okay. This is where we talk about our real lives. Who's here? We have 2 people not saying anything. We got Restream Media and somebody else. What do I want to talk about? This is where we can talk about our real lives. We don't have to pretend to be role-playing characters in a fake universe. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Sorry about that. I try not to do that. I'm trying to do a quick show. What the hell are we talking about? Well, how much time has it been? I knew this was going to be a fucking disaster. I knew this was going to be a fucking disaster. Hey, a 0D0139 in the chat. How are you? Oh, it's only been 5.5 minutes? That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't feel bad about this now. You guys, I feel glad. I feel glad. Hey, everybody. Humming. Hey, everybody. I want to talk about science news. The Bennu, millions of kilometers away, we sent a probe out and collected samples from the Bennu asteroid. And it came back with, deoxyribonucleic acid, ribo. It came back with ribose and also everything to make sugar. Basically everything to make life. So when you think about, and I have to apologize if this is the first place you learned this news. If that's the case, please examine everything. Examine everything. But basically, if you think about life like I do, like primordial pool, lightning bolt, mutation, develops, molecular life, evolution, stop. Don't. Think about asteroid, meteorite, explosion, friction, heat, dispersion, DNA, the components of DNA filtering through the atmosphere. That's what I'm talking about. That's Bennu. Okay, Google, tell me about the Bennu asteroid. Good job, Google. Ruined my show. Okay, Google, tell me about the Bennu asteroid. I might have to talk about this myself. All right, way to go, Grok. Bennu is a small carbon-rich near-Earth asteroid that has the key ingredients for life to early Earth, is also classified as potentially hazardous, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Bennu holds the key building blocks for life. Okay. How are we doing? What am I missing? What did I miss? What did I not talk about? I think we spoke about most everything.